Click the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to never miss another update.
Summary of the 11th part of the Holy Qur'an. This part covers the remaining part of Surah Tawbah and complete Surah Yunus. There are 3 topics covered in the rest of Surah Tawbah. Condemnation of the hypocrites. Through these verses Allah informed his prophet of the false excuses of the hypocrites for not participating in the Battle of Tabuk. Also, the hypocrites had built a mosque to harass the Muslims. By the order of the Prophet, this mosque was burnt down and Allah ordered the Prophet to turn away from the hypocrites. Allah has mentioned 9 attributes of real martyrs in these verses. These are repenting, worshipping, praising, fasting, bowing, prostrating, commanding for good deeds, forbidding from bad deeds, and those who guard the limits of Allah. The 3 companions who did not participate in the Battle of Tabuk: 1. Ka'b bin Malik, 2. Hilal bin Umayyah, 3. Murara bin Rabi. All 3 of them disobeyed the order of the Holy Prophet by making excuses and did not go to war. The 3 were boycotted for 50 days, then their acceptance of repentance was announced through revelation of these verses, ordering the believers to be with the righteous, verse 119. In various narrations, the meaning of Sadiqeen was referred to Imam Ali. There are 3 topics discussed in Surah Yunus in addition to incidents of different prophets. Oneness of Allah. God is the sustainer, the master, the creator and the doer of everything. The idea of declaring idols as intercessors is false. Verse 18, Day of Judgment. All will be gathered on the day of resurrection, and the disbelievers deny this fact. The greatness of the Qur'an is explained in these verses by referring it as the Book of Wisdom. The story of Prophet Noah. Prophet Noah invited his people, but they did not obey him except few people. Allah Almighty kept the believers safe in the Ark of Noah and drowned all the others who were disobedient. A noteworthy point here is that the Holy Prophet also declared AHLULBAYT as a ship for the salvation of his ummah and guaranteed the salvation of those who boarded it. The story of Prophet Musa and Aaron. God sent Musa and Aaron to Pharaoh. Pharaoh and his chiefs disobeyed them. Rather, Pharaoh claimed to be God, calling Musa a sorcerer, and brought his sorcerers against them. The sorcerers believed in Musa. Then God commanded Prophet Musa and Aaron to build houses and mosques for their people in Egypt and to offer prayers in the mosques. Pharaoh and his believers followed the people of Israel and got drowned in the sea. Allah made way for the people of Israel in the sea. Surah Yunus. This surah is named after him, Surah Yunus. The name of Prophet Yunus is mentioned in 4 places in the Quran, in Surah An-Nisa, in Yunus and Safar, and in 2 places, in Surah Yunus and Surah Kalam. Allah has mentioned him as man of the fish. There are 2 parts of the incident of Prophet Yunus. One of them is Prophet Yunus going into the belly of a fish. It is mentioned in detail in Surah Al-Safar. Second, the repentance of the people in his absence is mentioned in Surah Yunus. Prophet Yunus was disappointed with the faith of his people, and seeing the punishment of Allah coming, he left the land of Nineveh. He went through an ordeal where a big fish swallowed him. But Allah kept him alive in the belly of the fish. A few days later the fish vomited him on the shore. On the other hand, the men and women of his nation all went out into the desert, and they started crying, repenting and asking for forgiveness from Allah, and sincerely accepted the faith, due to which the punishment of Allah was averted from them.